Hi, my name is Wahid Safarini. I'm a Mobi graduate and I'm here to facilitate and moderate this session. I was invited by Mobi Antana, and hopefully this is my first relation that I'm doing for the panel. And please bear with me if anything happens, and we are doing our best here. So first, I'd like to welcome the entrepreneurs, the successful entrepreneurs here. Lina, Marwan, Siraj, and Muhannad. We'll take you through their entrepreneurial venture and their mentoring experience and what happened with them. So first of all, our first question would be, quickly, what was the main reason you decided to become an entrepreneur? What took you, what made you take that decision? Considering that in our environment, our society, that the job that you do is usually inherited by your parents, and taking that step into an entrepreneurial life would be really risky. Please, Nina.
Thank you, Wafat, and I think you're going to do great today. Okay, so first of all, my name is Lina Khalife, and I'm the founder of SheFighter. I was working with the family business for 4 years, and then later on I decided that I have to do my own business, since I feel like really passionate about martial arts and women's self-defense. So one of the things that made me like fall in love with being an entrepreneur is the passion for having a business and a vision and a goal and how to sustain it. And I think not anybody can have a business and sustain it. So I like also to challenge myself.
Perfect, thank you. Please, Marwan.
Luckily, I'm following Lina, so I can just use her words. Actually, the main reason for me to start my own business was I was like to challenge myself. I mean, I see myself as finding always the hardest way just to follow. Like it's just I like to torture myself. But like actually, I had big dreams and I was following those dreams. So for me, the only way to achieve those dreams of having my own group of business and inspiring others was to start that first step. Actually, it's a long story how I did start that, but that was the main reason, because my dream requires that first step at the beginning.
Perfect. Siraj's scope of work is more into NGOs, and I think she might use some Arabic words because in social platforms, sometimes it's a bit hard to translate it to English, so take it.
Okay. حبيت إني أبدأ بمشروعي أكون مختلفة عن أي شخص بيكون بعمر 22 سنة. حبيت إني أكون عم بأسس بطموحي وحلمي وهدفي بالحياة إني أكون مشهورة، عندي البزنس الخاص لإلي، وحابة أكون أو أثبت لأهلي إنه مش كل شيء سيمبل بيكون بالحياة أو بسيط هو بيكون الأفضل. دائما الشيء الصعب والشيء المستحيل حلو إنه نشتغل عليه ونكون بمكان غريب وجديد لحياتنا.
I'm Muhannad Aslak from NXD3D. We're a company that works in 3D printing. I refused to say that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. It was a project that I started, and then when time went by, I discovered that we have an ecosystem in Jordan that supports entrepreneurship and businesses, and then I decided to get more deeper in that and turn my idea into a business. It's been there for 5 years, so it's nothing about family or anything. It's a project that turned to be a business.
Perfect, thank you. So now we've known why you became each and every one of you, why he or she became an entrepreneur. Quickly enough, what's each one of you, what's the scope of business of each one of you? We can start by Muhannad.
My scope of business is in something very new. It's called 3D printing. It's a new industrial revolution, as they say it. It's the new Internet of Things and everything. It includes the printing of anything in a real-life object. It can be used in anything now, whether in toys, jewelry, in dresses, even food. So we're disrupting industry as we know it through something called that is 3D printing. We're on the software side of that. We're located now in San Francisco and we're working on that. So this is my sculpture business.
So the end user at their end, at their laptops or whatever, they would order their printouts from your site and you deliver it to them.
No, actually, we're technology enablers, so you can create your content through our technology and you can do the printing.
No, perfect.
Thank you.
Siraj.
مشروعي هو شركة سراج تدريب على التنمية المستدامة سراج كومباني فور سستينبل ديفلوبمنت. نشتغل على تدريب الشباب، تأهيلهم من معسكرات للأطفال، شباب جامعيين، وإنشاء برامج خاصة فيهم لدعمهم، وإنشاء مشاريع خاصة فيهم لأنه هلا الشغل عندنا أو فرص العمل الموجودة هلا في الأردن هي كثير ضعيفة، فبحاجة لتوفير فرص عمل خاصة فيهم كبزنس خاص. وبنفس الوقت عم بطور قدراتي انا انه اكون نفسي اني اكون مدرب تنميه بشريه كبيره، فكمان عم بدرب قدراتي انا كشخص، عم بتعلم من الاشخاص اللي عم بعلمهم واللي عم بيشاركوا معنا، وبنفس الوقت من الفريق اللي عم بيشتغل معي احنا كطلاب جامعه.
طب وكيف بتلاقي الناس اللي بتدربيهم؟ على اي طريقه كيف يعني بيقدموا للبرامج التدريبيه تاعتك؟
هلا احنا في عندنا بيج خاص للشركه على الفيسبوك، وفي عندنا موقع خاص كمان سايت للشركه، وعملنا على شراكه مع مركز كان في عندنا مكتب خاص لنا كمان، بيجوا بيشاركوا عندنا من خلال تقديم الطلبات، وبيشاركوا معنا في معسكرات بتقعد مده شهور معينه تحت رعايه سمو الاميره عاليه الحسين، هي مسؤوله عنا كمظله عامه لشركه سراج. بنشتغل معهم من خلال برامج ومعسكرات كل مدة 3 أشهر مثلا بمحاور كثيرة من القيادة، الاتصال والتواصل، الرياضة، الذكاء العاطفي والتأمل واليوغا، وهاي الشغلات اللي هي بتساعد هذول الشباب على انه يخرجوا العاطفة، يخرجوا القوة الموجودة والدافع الموجود بحياتهم.
My company is mainly consulting company. We provide consulting and coaching services to small and medium-sized enterprises. Also, we provide consulting service for startups and entrepreneurs. Actually, the unique about it that we utilize innovative ideas and approach to provide those services to such companies, because we mainly focus on informal way, in more like a way which it's more practical and can lead to tangible results, instead of the traditional classic, let's say, consulting we used to know.
And how many members at your organization?
We started at the beginning, it was only me when I had a dream and actually that way of thinking, but nowadays after 2 years, we have nowadays 5 employees, so I'm really proud about the progress.
Good luck. Lina.
Yeah, so I have a self-defense center for women. It's called She Fighter. All women can join. Well, She Fighter, the idea started actually in 2010. I didn't actually expect it's gonna work in Jordan or any other country, since all martial arts centers are just focusing on males, and because like men, they love martial arts, and women, like, they don't really prefer this kind of sport. So I actually started it in the basement of my house. I was just testing the market, and I didn't want to invest lots of money from the first time. So I got lots of clients, and the basement was not really a good fit for my business. Later on, I moved, I started renting spaces in gyms, and I got more and more people coming and interested in joining the classes. Later on, I started my own self-defense studio in 2012. It was the first self-defense studio for women only in the Middle East. And we've trained about 5,000 women all over Jordan, and our goal to train about 3 million women all over the world. Thank you.
Quick question. Got any investment from investors or angel investors, or it's all based on you? The funding and the experience. You got investment?
I started with my own budget actually, and with memberships I saved some money. And in 2012 I got from Starbucks I got $5,000 funding. That's it. But it's all from my own investment.
Same here. I mean, I started saving from my freelancing work.
And no investment required. Siraj,
we started with our family, the fools, let's say. Then I got early stage investment in 2011, and we just recently closed seed investment from the US.
good job. So now we'll move into the core subject of our panel today, the mentoring side. All of you are Mobley graduates. Let's first of all think what mentoring meant to you, and before and after. What did you know about mentoring, and where did it take you further? Mohammed.
Actually, my story with Mobley is a little bit interesting. I was dragged into going into Mobley. I didn't know anything about it. I failed my project, so I was devastated. They told me, let's go there, maybe at least you could find somebody you can talk to, maybe at least you can say what you have in your mind. So I went there, and so far, as I'm telling everybody, it was the best experience ever, because I got to meet great entrepreneurs and mentors. My mentor at that time, she was the same age as she was as old as I am, but she was so good in communications, and she could extract exactly what was my problem at that time. And I managed to think straight, because I was messed up in my mind. I couldn't do anything at that time, and it was so far the best experience ever. And I always tell people, you have to join Mobley. This is fun.
And could you a bit elaborate on the benefits of the mentoring? Was it only on the business side, or even because being an entrepreneur, you could feel lonely at some stages, or sometimes you need some support psychologically for yourself, someone to talk to about your problems. Was that